How we doing, guys? A little after 2. We're gonna roll. Hope everyone's having a good day today. Shh. Just open. Hey, before you get too deep in that, let's go trade this out. And I'll start on all this. You got it right there. Pull it open right there where you were. You're right there. There you go. But trade this out first, please. Starting off, little Diamond Kings. I like it. Then we're going to another Bowman Hobby case. After this, go get another bag first. What's up, Roy? Is it you in this one? Nice. Kind of an early morning day for us today. Oop. We'll start here. How's my check my distance? I think we're good. You Darvish, Nolan Arenado. Joe, Shoeless Joe. Christy Mathewson. Juan Soto hit a nice Juan Soto autograph yesterday. That was nice. Anthony Rizzo. What's up, Kyle? Luis Garcia, rookie. Buster Posey. Jorge. Oh, Mateo. Is he our first autograph? Nope. He's a plum. Jorge is a plum. In cards and in real life. Well, Kyle, I hope you get them. If it's meant to be, I hope you get them. Joey Bart. Bryce Harper. Harvey Keene, very nice. Detroit Tigers. Harvey Keene for the Tigers. Jimmy Fox. Brian Hayes. Bobby Dahlbeck. Nice, gray. Bobby Dahlbeck. Ain't wrong with that. Legacy lithographs, Trevor Hoffman. First autograph out, Pavin Smith for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Yes, it was. Nice break for the Phillies. Put your head down, boy. Babe Ruth. Satchel Paige. Joey Votto. Put your head down. Oh, more than that. I mean, the Blues are going for $350. I imagine that's got to be close to a four-figure card. I can't believe that would just be a $500 card in an orange. Not when the Blues are going for that. Jeez, that's terrible. People undervalue the orange shimmer. People undervalue the shimmers, period. But it is what it is. It's a nice haul. Alec Bohm. Artist proof. Patino out of 49 for the Tampa Bay Rays. Nice. Stuff we sent you, Kyle. Tris Speaker. Dylan Carlson. Lewin Diaz. Nice. George Sisler. Joe Adele out of 99. Dual relic. Joe Adele out of 99 for the Angels. Carl Erskine. Kyle Lewis. Dean Creamer out of 25. 13 out of 25. Baltimore Orioles. One sec for me, guys. What's up, Michael? Tomey? Yeah, Tomey's a good player. Francisco Lindor for the Mets. Satchel Paige. Yeah, Mets didn't seem to think so. Mets seem to think he's a pretty good player. Move these, please. Dylan Carlson. Drew. Dude, you get any good hits in recent anything monstrous? Not anything monstrous. I mean, pretty consistent with Bowman. I've hit gyro a couple times, which is all I really wanted out of that. But no, nothing that I would consider massive. But just solid stuff, you know. Joey Bart, he's a plum. Know what I'm saying? In the recent past, I've done pretty well, but I've been a little quiet for big hits. Yadier Molina, Jersey Kings. Well, but every player struggles. If you're going to go through that argument, then Bryce Harper's contract has been crap. If we're going to have that argument, then the Phillies overpaid Bryce Harper, and the Padres overpaid Manny Machado. I mean, if you're going to take it on a small size like that. I mean, you can't take it on a small scale like that and say a contract is good or bad. I mean, that's pretty unfair to him. You have to base it on his performance in the past. His performance in the past has been pretty good. It's been pretty solid. Brady Singer out of 25. So I think that's a little. You know. It's too. I mean, he just signed the contract too. You got to give the guy a little time to adjust. I mean, Mike's right. You got to adjust to the new league. I mean, okay, everyone has those stretches. Best hitters in the game have had those stretches. You know. Scooball. Oops. Scooball. Nice. Scooball. Patch auto. Yeah, but you're basing his entire contract off of a short window. I mean, you know, again, you can do that to any player and call any player a bum. Then if you're going to do that, no contract is good. No player has signed for all that money and not had a bad stretch. You know, AL Central, the best pitcher in baseball, arguably the best pitcher in baseball is in the AL Central. I don't think that's, you know, well, I guess it was on the same team though, huh? I don't think that's a problem. All players go through these stretches. All of them do. He'll be fine. I mean, if you look at his career, the guy's been a good player. Nah, Trout's had baloney. Trout's had those kind of runs too. Are you going to tell me that Trout's never been hitless? Trout's never struggled? Come on, that's nonsense. Every player has struggled. I don't see Mike Trout hitting 350 every year. Unless you're telling me the guy's hitting 350 every year with 80 home runs and 250 RBIs, the guys, they all struggle. Every single player has struggles. He just changed leagues. He just signed a big contract. He could be putting a lot of pressure on himself because of the contract. He could be, just not adjusting. He could just be going through. Maybe he's injured. I mean, everybody was on Chris Bryant's butt, has been on his butt, but the guy's been injured. Andre Jimenez, Cleveland Indians. Every player struggles. Every single player struggles. You have to look at the totality of the work and not some little stretch to say whether or not they've been worthwhile. I think that's unfair. And I think Trout had some struggles last year, didn't he? Jimenez for the Cleveland Indians. So I think calling his contract anything is short-sighted. It's short-sighted. You can't say that. You can't say that. I mean, honestly, that's just short-sighted. Because once again, let me say this to you. Let's say the Mets, in the time that he is with them, win 2 World Championships. Let's say they win 2 World Series. Will his contract have been worth it? Will his contract have been worth it? Okay, but that's you, right? Andrelton Simmons is not in the same class. He is not in the same class. He's not. He's not in the same class. He is nowhere near the hitter that Lindor is. And he's not even near the fielder that Lindor is. I think that's just short-sighted. I mean, you have to look at the whole picture. So hold on to that. I mean, right after the guy signed the contract, at least we can say with Bryce Harper that the Phillies are not a better team with Bryce Harper than they were before they signed him. So I think there's enough evidence to suggest that Bryce Harper hasn't been for the Phillies what they thought they would be. I don't hear you criticizing Bryce Harper, and you should be. The same excuses you would use why Bryce Harper has not been able to help the Phillies win are the same reasons Lindor has, and he just got to the Mets. Will, if he hasn't in a few years, be the same arguments. Sam Huff. Let's criticize Bryce Harper before we criticize anyone else. I mean, you are a Phillies fan. Look internally. He's been excellent this year. Oh, I see. So he's been excellent. Nobody's perfect. But Lindor, who just signed the contract and was an outstanding player, and an outstanding player his entire time with the Indians, he's not worth it. He's not worth it, right? So Bryce Harper is oh really? So I'm not saying that. You guys, I'm not saying that. You guys are too quick to defend this guy. I'm saying you cannot use the logic on one player and not use it on the other. Replace everything, Kyle, that you have said, but instead of saying Francisco Lindor, say Bryce Harper. And you can say the exact same thing. You can make the exact same argument. That's what I'm saying. Brian Hayes autograph, very nice. Harper has not lived up to anything that he's said. No, Mike, perfect timing. I don't hate Bryce Harper. I just like to use Bryce Harper as a cudgel because every single Phillies fan comes in here and says how great Bryce Harper is and how much everyone else sucks. All Phillies fans do this. Bob does it too. And I don't see Bryce Harper winning any World Series. Lindor was an outstanding player with the Indians, a top 10 player in baseball for the time he was there. And I don't think there's any arguing that. Is he struggling a little bit now? Sure he is. Will he come out of it? Yes. Why? Because he's an outstanding player, because those type of players always do. But again, we need to look internally before we start criticizing everyone else. I mean, that's another ridiculous argument. I can say anybody's a better player when he's on. I can say Buster Posey is a better hitter than Bryce Harper when he's on. Yeah, you can say that about anybody. I mean, you know, but you're criticizing Lindor, and you guys, you know, again, look internally first. Not at all. I'd never wanted Bryce Harper. I think Bryce Harper would have been smarter going to San Francisco because of the short right field porch. The guy would hit 50 home runs a year. I don't want Bryce Harper. He is toxic. Bryce Harper is toxic. We already had toxic. His name was Barry Bonds. Or Jeff Kent. Pick your poison. Jeff Kent was toxic too. You guys can say all that. It's okay. I understand, Phillies fans. I get it. Out of 25, this is a nice one. Manny Machado, elegance. I'm fine with that. You guys can say that while you're not winning World Series. While you're not winning World Series with Bryce Harper. Yes, Bryce Harper is the greatest player ever to play the game. No one else is even close to Bryce Harper, and it's everyone else's fault that the Phillies can't win a World Series. You're right. You're right. You're right. Real Muto is better than Posey, who is the best catcher in baseball right now. You're right. 34 years old, 3 World Series championships. 3 World Series championships for Buster Posey, and you're right. Real Muto is a better catcher than Buster Posey. You guys can't make any arguments that are going to stick. You can't. There's no argument that you can make stick because baseball is about performance. Baseball is about what have you done for me lately. Again, let me just say to you, the biggest knock on Bryce Harper and the knock that will always be there until he wins, or if he wins one with the Phillies. I don't think he ever will in his contract win a World Series with the Phillies. The year after he left the Nationals, they won the World Series. And end of story, conversation's over. End of story, conversation's over. End of story, conversation is over. Sorry, Phillies fans. Sorry, Phillies fans. Oh, okay. Now, okay. So then your opinion is valid and no one else's? I'll deal in facts. Let's deal in straight facts. The fact is, the year after Bryce Harper left the Nationals, because he needed to have whatever Bryce Harper needed to have and be the center of attention, the Nationals won the World Series. There's a statement of fact for you. Dispute it. Dispute my statement of fact. Tell me how great Bryce Harper is, and the Phillies have been to the World Series how many times since they've signed him? Oh, none. I'm just messing with you guys. Don't get mad, though. You know I'm just messing with you. But that is a statement of fact. Let's talk about Mike Trout. Well, I mean, you know, again, I will say this about Bryce Harper, and this is what I've said about Trout as well. No one player can carry a team. No one player can carry a team, and I think that is if I were going to make an argument for Harper, I would say, and I think somebody said this already, that the cast, the people around him are not what they need to be in order for the team to win. A team to win. But also the difference between Mike Trout and Bryce Harper is Bryce Harper has a big mouth. Bryce Harper gets in fights with his teammates. Bryce Harper likes to brag about what a great player he is. Mike Trout just quietly goes about his business. And there's another difference. It's like with Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds opened himself up to all the criticism because of the fact that he's a schmuck. So is Harper. So you have to be willing to take that. I accept that about Barry Bonds, that he was a schmuck. And Bryce Harper is a schmuck. But, you know, perform. Yeah, I'm starting to think that you might be right, Kyle. I'm not sure that the Angels will ever do the right thing and just load up on pitching. You might be right. And I think Kyle's a little short-sighted where Lindor is concerned. A lot short-sighted. Look internally before we criticize externally. Let's look at our team before we start bragging on everybody else's team, saying how much they suck. Aaron Judge. Rendon was a mistake. Rendon was a mistake. Rendon was a big mistake. And I don't believe Albert was, but Albert was at a time when they had no pitching. Still, they have no pitching. Rendon was a mistake. All the money he got. I just like giving Phillies fans a grief, Ed. That's all. Grief and Phillies fans. Ooh, Pache. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Pache autograph for the Atlanta Braves. Yeah, you're right. It is, but I think the National League East is going to recover, Rory. I think it's going to recover. The team, there are too many good teams for it not to. You know, I mean, again, we're in May. I want us to all remember this conversation in late August, then see where everyone's at. I mean, ooh, look at this thing. Street art, Blake Snell. I want to believe that my Giants, who are in first place in the National League West, will be there in August. Do I expect them to be? No. No. That teams go through bad runs. Look at the Dodgers. The Dodgers suck right now. The Dodgers suck right now. Street art, that's a nice one. That's a tough hit. The Dodgers are going through a bad run. Do we expect that the Dodgers will still be sucking in August? I don't think so. Mike Trout. You know? That's why you play 162 games, guys. That's why you play 162 games. And inevitably, the cream will find a way to rise to the top. The team will find a way to, the cream will find a way to get there. You know what I'm saying? And so do I think the Braves will be back? The Braves will be back. You know, I got criticized for saying that I think the Cardinals are the best team in the Central, and look at what's turning out to be true. I mean, again, we're early, so we'll see what happens in August. You know? I expect there by August to be some surprises. Might one of the surprises be the Giants are actually competitive? It might be. They have a pretty good team. But, you know, I am definitely not going to run around high-fiving everyone, tell them how great the Giants are and how they're going to be World Series champions when it's May 5th. You know what I'm saying? It's May 5th. If I had to, the player that I felt bad for before last year was Clayton Kershaw. I think Clayton Kershaw is a stand-up guy. And I'm happy he won the World Series. Now my attention turns to Mike Trout. I think Mike Trout is a good guy, and I would like to see him win a World Series. I just don't. Crochet, that's a nice auto. Nice patch auto there for Crochet. I just don't see the Angels doing it. And I think he's got to leave in order for them to win. In order for him to win. You know. Brian Hayes. And you got to remember, most players, last year really doesn't count for a lot. People are still just getting their feet wet, honestly. Last year was such a goofy year, and this year is such a goofy year still. It's hard for players to catch any kind of a rhythm. So it's going to, I think, take until the All-Star break for teams to really get some flow. Lou Brock for the Cardinals is plum. And that's when I think you'll start seeing the teams that are the elite teams starting to get their rhythm. Hold on one second. Christy Mathewson. Pavin Smith. Nothing. Just keep opening. Joe Adele. It's a pretty good auto so far. I'm happy with the auto so far. I want more older player, you know, Hall of Famer relics. That's where I'm if I had a disappointment, I would say my disappointment was not enough Lubob. That one's weird. That one looks weird. Yeah, but if I would have already hit you 2 autographs, Rory, you'd still be complaining. Because that's what you do. It doesn't matter. If you hit a Bryce Harper auto and an Alec Bohm auto, you would be complaining about not hitting a Real Muto auto. Daniel Johnson. About to open that last box if you guys want to mojo the last box. Last box mojo. You complain about one break. There's got to be more to that. There's got to be more to what you're saying than just that. Joey Bart. Contreras out of 99. The hanger hoedown. So I complained about that? Yeah, but that's fine if I complain about it. And so what's the matter with that? You complain about every break. Has there been a break that you've been in that you have been happy with? That you've come away happy? Or is every break a break that you want more? That you're just, you know. Oh, you complained about one break. No, anytime anybody complains, Rory, I always say something. So, you know. So it's not you. It's me just making sure that, you know, when I have the opportunity, I take it. So it's not you. It's me. Looking for a reason to pick at people. I mean, you don't expect me to give up the opportunities. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, Kyle. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Jazz Chisholm. We can play the woulda, coulda, shoulda game all we want. If this would have happened, that would have happened. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. And if the Giants would have won every game last year, they would have won the World Series. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Giants were up 6-2 last night. Ended up losing that game. Whew, that was brutal. 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 That's why you play 162 games. You never know what's going to happen. 162 games, Brian Hayes. You just don't know what's going to happen in those 160. Oh, look at that. And no more complaining. Mickey Moniak out of 99 for the Phillies. That's why we play 162 games. I mean, the Giants were genuinely up 6-2 in the bottom of the, well, I guess 7th because they played a doubleheader. 2 outs. 6-2, 2 outs. They were up 6-2 with 2 outs and lost the game. What are you going to do? It happens. And it's going to happen again. You know, Giants have the best pitching in baseball. Best starting pitching in baseball. The bullpen blows it. What are you going to do? Thank goodness we're 162 games and not 10. Well, I mean, if it was 10, the Giants would be in the playoffs. Most teams have late inning problems. Most teams have late inning problems. But can you Keep those problems from happening more than them happening. And that's how you win the World Series. If every 10 games you can keep those problems down, you know, to 2 or 3, you can still win the World Series. Let's just have this conversation again in late August. Let's just have this conversation again in late August and see how bad the Phillies are then. Or good. Maybe they will have turned it around. Maybe they will have made a trade for someone and their team is better. Right? Monty Harrison out of 99. Maybe someone gets hurt. It forces them to make a decision. They make a decision. They pick up a pitcher, and that pitcher goes on to be the greatest closer in the history of the game, and the Phillies win all the rest of their games and win the World Series. Well, there you go. You just never know. Joe Adell and Joe Adell. What? What are you trying to run for? Don't you have homework?
A little bit left.
All right, well, let's go do it. Shoeless Joe. Chicago White Sox. I like that guy. You just never know. It's easy to doom and gloom when things are happening like that, but you got to be optimistic. Keegan Aiken, artist proof. Maybe the Phillies can turn around. What happens if Alec Boehm all of a sudden starts hitting, or Bryce Harper starts on a streak? It only takes the A's prove that. It only takes 20 games to turn your season around in a big way. You know what I'm saying? If you can hover around that 500 mark and then do it when it counts. What year with the Cardinals? Was it 2011? One of those, something, when they had 86 wins and they went on to win the World Series. They were peaking at the right time. Estevan Florial. You know, you just never know. Maybe the Phillies decide to trade Harper off, and then they go on and win the World Series. Mickey Mantle. Another one, artist proof. Braxton Garrett for the Miami Marlins. Is he hurt? Do they think he's hurt right now, Rory? It's not that getting hit in the face incident, is it? Joe Adell, artist palette. Is he still out because of that? Nick Madrigal. Is that an autograph? It is. Very nice. Nick Madrigal. His wrist is a problem because the balls he... Aha, gotcha. That's a tough one too, wrist problems, huh? That's an issue. Oh, off his cheek and hit him in the... Oh, okay, gotcha. I saw the face thing. I didn't know it hit off his wrist first. You always hate to see players hit, you know, in areas that could end their career. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. Paredes. Detroit. Randy Johnson. Alec Bohm, Jackie. Carl Erskine, he's a plum. He's a plum. Carl Erskine is a plum. AJ Puck for the Oakland A's. If you say so. If you say so. Joey Bart. Buster Posey. Soon to be Joey Bart. Buster Posey. Patino. It'll take a World Series. It'll take a World Series for Bryce Harper's contract to not be seen as a failure for the Phillies. One World Series and it will have been a success because he did the one thing that they brought him there to do. Win a championship. Eloy. Because he's never going to be one of the all-time greats. Never. It is. You're right. Absolutely, you're right, Rory. And that's the thing. That's why you got to win. You got to win. If you don't win, there's no point. And there's a few players who can get away from that because they are transcendent in the sport. Bryce Harper is no Mike Trout and will never be. Clark Schmidt. So Mike Trout could not win a World Series and still be his contract seen as what it is because he's a transcendent player. I don't agree with that at all. If you're going to hit somebody, hit them below the waist. There's a fleshy part of your butt that people can get plunked at and won't be a detriment to the career. Let's say somebody hits somebody in the ribs and it's some freak accident and a rib breaks and jams into somebody's heart. Four-seam fastball to the butt, I'm pretty sure it's not going to cause you any blockage. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you throw anywhere that could end a person's career. Fleshy part of your butt, no one's career will be ended there. Four-seam fastball to the ribs could end somebody's career. So I will disagree with you there. I think if you're going to retaliate, you retaliate below the waist. Jose Ramirez. Well, I mean, you know, that's fine to be old school, but out of 99, Andy Young. I'm old school with that too. I don't have a problem with retaliation, but I have a problem with trying to hurt somebody. Because what if the retaliation was going to be against Bryce Harper and they hit him in the ribs? You wouldn't say, ah, that's baseball. You'd be mad. You would just be mad. If they hit Harper and they cracked a rib and he was out bulk of the season, you'd be upset. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. Do unto others. Oh, we have our downtown. Our downtown. Watch it be Bryce Harper. Joey Bart. I can't believe it. It's a Christmas miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. I got Joey Bart. Nice. Kind of hard for him to go downtown. He can't hit the ball right now. Easy, easy. Holy cow. Man, that's some strong language there. Will Crow. My goodness. Made my eyeballs bleed there for a second there, Rory. Pittsburgh. You asked me if I had any big hits recently, right? Wasn't that you? Well, I had a bigger hit. So thank you. Thank you for asking. The baseball force looked down and said, he hasn't had a decent hit in a while. Let's give him a Joey Bart downtown. Lou Brock. The Giants did bring Joey Bart up. He popped out in his first at bat. Might take him a year or two before he gets himself together. Rod Carew for the Angels, Jersey King. I like the Jersey Kings. Man, Kyle, you just want to throw at everybody. Quit throwing at people. A little bit of a ding on that corner right there, I think. Well, you want to throw at everybody. Next, you'll be saying you want to spike people. You want to spike people too? So you want to throw at everybody and spike everybody. Why don't we just chase everybody around with the baseball bat like Juan Marichal did? Whack people with the bat. Good autos again. Which is good. It's always nice when you have good autos. Don't whack me with the bat, though. Don't chase me around. Don't spike me. If you're going to throw at me, well, I don't really have a butt, so, you know. Just be careful. Pache auto's nice. Brian Hayes auto, nice. Man, they need to hurry up and get some top loaders. I mean, yeah, different size top loaders back in. I am using oversized top loaders sucks. But you know, what are you gonna do? But it still sucks. All right, let's go with the relics. Harvey Keene for the Tigers. Joe Adell out of 99 for the Angels. Sam Huff for the Texas Rangers. Florial for the Yankees. Will Crow out of 50 for the Pirates. Pavin Smith for the Diamondbacks. Contreras out of 99 for the Braves. Monty Harrison out of 99 for the Marlins, and Jimenez. It's nice that they flip those around real quick, right, Mike? These are the grays. Dahlbeck, that one's nice. Votto, Erskine, Lindor with the Mets. Rasmussen, Mike Trout, Anderson, Will Crow, Nate Pearson, Christian Yelich, Madrigal, Trout again, so some decent names so far. Kirby Puckett, LeMahieu, Lou Bob, shame about him. Pee Wee Reese, Shoeless Joe, Florial, Paredes, Clark Schmidt, Jose Ramirez, and Will Crow. Plums, these guys are all plums. Jorge Mateo, Lewin Diaz, Medina, Tony Gwynn, The Babe, Lou Brock, Daniel Johnson, Tom Seaver, Carl Erskine, Patino, and Lou Brock twice. Lou Brock twice, that's nice. Batten Jersey Kings, Yachty, Jersey King for the Cardinals. Puck, Jersey King for the A's. And Jersey King of Rod Carew for the Angels. I'm not sure what the street art. So these are one of the limited insert sets. Blake Snell, and he's a Padre on this one, which is nice for the Padres. These are numbered things. Artist proof of Patino out of 49. Brady Singer out of 25. Elegance Machado out of 25. Aaron Judge, artist proof out of 49. Keegan Aiken, artist proof out of 49. And Braxton Garrett for the Marlins, artist proof out of 49. Nice numbered cards. It's always nice when we hit the numbered stuff. Giants, I had 3 hits. Posey Gray. Joey Bart is a plum. And Joey Bart downtown. Autos. Some good autos in this one. Some good autos. Pavin Smith for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dean Creamer out of 25 for the Baltimore Orioles. Scooball for Detroit Tigers. Andres Jimenez in his Cleveland uniform. Cabrian Hayes, nice auto. Oops. Pache, nice auto. Garrett Crochet, nice auto. Jazz Chisholm. Chisholm's a pretty good, decent player. Moniak out of 99 for the Phillies. Nick Madrigal, good patch auto. Sam Huff, another nice patch auto. And Andy Young out of 99 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Got them all. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you as always. 5 o'clock's the next break. It will be the another case of Bowman Hobby. Bowman Hobby has been really good for us. Thank you for the conversation, guys. I appreciate you, Rory. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle, you're a lot of fun to talk to, I got to tell you. All you guys are. But we have some interesting conversations on this channel. That's part of the fun of it. Take care of yourselves. If I can do anything for anyone, please let me know. I'll see you guys for the next break.